All right, man. Hopefully we clear on the audio tip. Shout out to everybody that's gonna be coming in, participating. Hit the like button on the way in. The link will be dropped here shortly, but y'all know how I do. I just warm it up. Then we get into the topics. But make sure y'all go to the channels tab and subscribe to everybody listed under the UDC click. Support who supports you. And shout out to everybody on that channels tab that has been putting in work. Great team. The way this came together wasn't planned out, none of that. Just some real individuals coming together with the same common goal, pushing true media, real facts, getting down to the bottom of shit, and not allowing your feelings to get in the way of the truth. That's where we at with it. Big salute to the whole underground community. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and sub, hit the bell, and be a part of this true media movement. Shout out to the homie Unbiased in the chat. Martin Ramos back in the building. Salute for you joining us yesterday. Big salute, Martin Ramos. Representing that East Coast. And we got niggas in the East Coast. Got a lot. But you know what? Robert Garcia, this man is with all his great ability to train fighters, take their style and take them to another level, so on and so forth. His bias is what kind of limits the praise that he could be getting. Here he is, another one, not giving credit to AJ for beating Ruiz. Giving halfway credit. Then he would say shit like, oh, he just ran. But yet, they have selective, selective bias, man, when it comes to shit like that. They cool with some people sticking and moving, but not other people. And it's like the brainwashing of the boxing fans is like, they got to stop this shit because AJ displayed the sweet science. Ali, that was like Ali type shit. Was y'all flaming Ali for fighting like that? Making his opponent look silly, jabbing the fuck out of him the whole fight, countering him, racking up points, making you miss, making him pay. Shout out to Rocket Strike in the chat. And feel free to time out any clout chasers. Feel free. I mean, Rocket Strike, that's my thing about it. Like, this dude, he just can't say, you know what, AJ he boxed good and Ruiz. And it's like, this is what he tried to do too. He was like, I don't know if he grew up in how he grew up. I don't know if he was around gangs or this, that, and the other. I don't know. But when you come into money and such, so he tried to use the money excuse, like he had too much money, the moment was too big for him, blah, 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 right? But if that was see, it's like you got that bias for Mexican fighter, but say it was another American that wasn't Mexican. Would you still be like, I don't know how you grew up, or because this guy's already let it be known, he's gonna be biased to his Mexicans. No matter who the Mexican is fighting, he gonna root for them. But he's still my guy. I gotta root for him, Ruiz. No, you don't. How about root for the guy you think gonna win? If you're a boxing fan, clearly got outboxed. That's what I saw. Man. So that's my only you know, critique on Robert Garcia is that because he's a great trainer, but that bias shit, man, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that shit. Say running all this shit, Ruiz was able to get to him, in the first fight. He couldn't get to him. He had 12 rounds to do it. 12 rounds. What did he say at the end of the fight? He didn't say, you know what? AJ ran. That motherfucker said, I probably should have ran. Shit, I ate too much. Partied a little too much. I want the rematch again. And then I'll dedicate myself looking ass. That's what happened. They want to say AJ ran and all this shit. If Ruiz would have ran, maybe it would have been a different fight. Instead of just spending all the time at the buffets. Like, let's just talk about what it really is. So Ruiz got his ass whooped. People just got to just deal with that shit. Whatever y'all's bias with the PBC or bias because he's Mexican, that's done. That's done, man. Y'all gotta deal with the reality. Look, the belts has gone bye-bye. Okay? You can't script this shit. The belts left AJ's hands. The belts returned to AJ's hands in the same year. Season's greetings. That nigga is going to have a Christmas and fucking belts around underneath the shit while PBC is back with the one measly green strap. Where ain't even no goddamn right mandatories being enforced, none of that shit. So rejoice in that. All right, my bad, fellas. Enough is enough. We're gonna get to the other shit too. We're gonna talk about Crawford, man. Then we're gonna talk about selling out for attention. So we're gonna cook on those. And then, open topics. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. Rated Boxing News says he was only a champion for 6 months. Right. No, I mean, if he was better than AJ like that, he should have beat him again. He didn't do it. I agree with Martin. He was partying too much. He don't deserve a rematch. He don't deserve it. I'm not pushing no goddamn, I'm not putting no energy behind that shit. To the big homie unbiased.
What up? What's going on, man?
Man, the late night, like Ace Money the Zone. We lit. Let's go.
I do he a dope fiend, bro. But yeah, Andy Ruiz, man, he chose food over boxing. He has nobody to blame but himself. I don't know how you could choose food over, the 4 belts, because you could have gave it your best if you just didn't eat that much. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Robert Garcia, I saw that same interview, man. And it just, you could tell he's just biased to La Raza, and he just has a Mexican bias, and he just seemed bitter. He seemed bitter, man. Very bitter.
It was like he would tense up when he would get ready. You could just tell he wanted to say good shit about AJ, but he would tense up. He just couldn't do it. Like, it was that bias took over. What's up, man?
Yo.
What up? Is that Naoda?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what's going on? What up, Naoda?
Yeah, back ones, man. Salute.
I mean, I could see some of that, but I think more than anything, though, it has to do with like the whole, being clued into the PBC and all that stuff, man. Because he's Robert said before several times that Floyd Mayweather is one of his favorite fighters. So I mean, why is it okay for Floyd to fight like that his entire career and not for AJ?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a solid point. Yeah,
it's like that. He was never telling people no when they were calling his brother Mikey, Mexican Mayweather and stuff like that. They embraced that shit. So You know, AJ is, you know, Nigerian British
Hey,
Mayweather heavyweight, I guess now, but
hey, Arsenal
they don't
Manic,
want to
when
give
you
him
get
the big ups for that.
let
Although
us know
I do think
what
it's a little
tackle had
bit of
surgery
a
on.
stretch to go that far. But what was that?
I'm letting Arsenal Manic know in the chat. Hey, let us know when you get a chance. What did AJ get surgery for?
Oh yeah, I saw that. He said
What
he
did he
got surgery before the first fight. He had to get surgery and get like something fixed or something like that.
No, he said he had health issues and since has had surgery after his loss. So I want to know, what did he get? What kind of surgery did he get after the loss? Salute out TBA.
What's up with it, man? Who had surgery after a loss?
AJ.
AJ, yeah.
Arsenal
Yeah,
Manic
they was
was saying he did.
saying some shit. Like, was it before or
No,
after?
I think it was before. I think it really was before, because before the fight, that's why during I don't know. He said before the fight he felt like something wasn't right with his body, and he went to the doctor to get it fixed or whatever, and then he lost, and then he had surgery. Yeah, maybe it might have been after actually. He had surgery after, but he wasn't feeling right before the fight.
I don't know what it was.
So
Yeah, I
did
don't
I
know.
miss that shit again? What did he have surgery on? What kind of surgery?
Nah, they did. He didn't say. I don't know.
You know what? But that's what like AJ then was saying. Like the Michelin man was making all these excuses after the fight. AJ didn't make not one excuse, bro, when he lost that fight. Am I right or wrong?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, I gotta cook on this because I did see I seen an interview of Bud Crawford earlier today. And yesterday I watched his
Oh
interview
yeah. I know where you
on
going.
Sway in the Morning. I think we need to kind of cook on that because it looked like Crawford is a little frustrated with this PBC side shit. He let a lot of shit be known. Like he exposed a lot of shit on the Sway in the Morning interview. I gotta watch that shit. And now it's like, are you cloud chasing by saying you going to 160 or are you being for real? What is this, bro?
No, I just thought he was being sarcastic about that,
He
bro.
being
Because
sarcastic
Yeah,
with
I
I
think
thought he
so.
was being sarcastic. I thought he was just saying shit. Nobody won't fight me. Well, I might as well move up to 160.
Yeah, I
Right.
think that's what he said. And because I mean, in my opinion, he'll get bodied up at 160, bro. That's
Yeah.
not
I
that's
mean,
not
it's.
smart.
I
Hey,
mean,
hold on.
it would make sense for him to be sarcastic about that when you consider the fact that like the PBC like has a vast majority of the talent, the top tier talent at 147 and 154. So basically, like him just saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna go up to 154" wouldn't get him anywhere. He'd be in this
I
exact
don't
same
know,
position.
bro. I got to get I get Crawford a chance against some of them 160 guys.
I don't know, man.
I'm
Nah,
just talking about his
Yeah.
skill, like
nah,
his skill
They
level.
too big, man. They too big, man.
You know,
bro.
Yeah,
They'll put a hurting on him.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
Not a
skill
good
shit goes
look.
out the window at a certain point, man.
I mean,
yeah.
I just don't know what his
Ask
punch resistance is gonna be like at 160.
Chocolatito.
Tito, that was a
Yeah.
tragedy, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
Sometimes.
I don't think Chocolatito was as skillful as Terrence Crawford. They just tried to blow him up. I don't know why they did Chocolatito like that. He was good, but they tried to blow him up like he was just. I just couldn't believe it when they made him #1 pound for pound, bro.
well, he
Well,
deserved it.
yeah, at the time he deserved it,
He
but like
deserved it.
when he fought what's his face, it was just due to size, in my opinion, why he
Swisaka, yeah,
lost.
Swisaka was just a
So
naturally bigger, more powerful,
yeah,
stronger guy, and when you
Now
have a
Chocolatito dumbass was trying to sit in the pocket and hit with the nigga.
he actually
Yeah,
to me he
That
won
was
the
his
first
style
fight.
though. He a
yeah,
banger.
He won the first fight to me, but the second fight you could just see like that wasn't his division. He doesn't belong
yeah, he
there.
didn't, he didn't
I
belong
don't
there,
know about that
and
first
especially
fight,
not
no
against
bias.
him.
I gave it to that other dude.
You
I thought
did?
he put more of a hurting on Chocolatito. What's his name? His name a funny name.
Swisaka gets the wrong Visay.
Yeah.
Why
Huh?
why is this
Wrong.
guy rated boxing news? Why are you so convinced Crawford gonna move to 160? Like why
Nah, I don't think he will, man.
you just
Yeah.
don't
he
want to
gonna
But
view
get
the
like,
it.
fact that
but
he could be
trust and believe though. Regardless of Crawford's skills, if he fights somebody of a level of a Swisaka at 160, he's getting bodied just like Chocolatito did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Believe
too
that.
big,
not
too
I
big.
don't know,
It's
bro.
the same
I
thing
forgot
as it.
I forgot
Like,
about
personally,
homie till y'all said his name.
Personally, that's a big part of the reason why I think Andre Ward retired, because he watched Gonzalez get blown out in that second fight, and he saw his future if he would to fight Adonis
I ain't
Stevenson.
got shit. What do you call that? Triangle theories? That ain't.
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
just
you
saying, like,
tripping with that, bro.
you keep on going and you meet up with the wrong guy, you might get, you might get.
Adonis
Who would have
Stevenson
been?
just got a
Hey,
light
who would have
cage,
been the
bro.
wrong guy at that time for War?
I think it would have been Adonis.
If he would have moved
Stevenson?
up to cruiserweight.
Yeah, I think it would have been Adonis.
Hell no.
Why
All
didn't
he
he?
got
Why didn't he fight him then?
A lot.
Why
Hey,
didn't he fight
listen.
him
A
then?
lot of people kind of say that he dug Adonis.
I
I
think he did.
mean, kinda, a little bit. I'm not
He
gonna
said
lie.
kinda.
Because you
I
know
think
what?
he did.
Look, like Adonis said, why don't
Yes, keep it 100.
fight
Did he
me?
dug or not?
He said, fight
But
me.
hold up though.
And
He
then
fought Kovalev though.
right, but he had a chance to be undisputed. And Adonis said after Kovalev fight, I want to unify with you. And Ward just was like, what did he say about Adonis? I
I
think he
have
said
nothing left to prove. That's what
yeah,
Ward said.
yeah.
Hey,
Like, what the hell are you
you know
talking
what?
about? You got nothing left to prove. You don't even have all the belts.
That's his
Y'all know
prerogative
what?
though.
Crawford made good
It's his
points today
prerogative,
too.
and then it's our prerogative to call him out for saying that. Yeah, well, you still got that to prove.
Yeah.
Hey,
Low key did a little bit.
Intangible boxing. You
Bro,
see my
I'm
video today and talking about I said,
that's Nyota.
Yeah,
oh
it's
no,
not
that's not Oda. Oh my bad.
yeah.
Intangible ain't here, bro.
What do you think it was?
No, he thought
No,
you was somebody else.
Yeah.
He thought it was somebody else yesterday too. I thought that was funny.
my bad, Naola. My
It's all
I had to
bad,
good,
look at
man.
the screen again. I said, Intangible ain't up here. I don't think so.
Hey, but look, Crawford made sense with a lot of the stuff he was saying today, bro. That's why, bro, like, if you ain't fighting for that right is wrong type shit, nigga, you out of there. Because Crawford, what else can he do? Like he said today, ain't nobody did more than he have in his career at 147 but Pacquiao, fam. It just
At
turns Crawford get
147?
railroaded, bro.
I mean, honestly, at 147, nah, I'm not, I could
I
disagree.
can't agree with I can't agree with that one at 147. Now, if he's talking about like what he did at becoming undisputed at 140, then yeah, I agree with him. Nobody's done it nobody's become undisputed at 147 in their career. I can agree with that. But at
But see, this the thing
147,
right here we got to look out for too. Like, we got to give Crawford the benefit of the doubt and give him extra credit because none of them guys want to fight him, bro.
that's true. I mean,
yeah.
You
but
got to give him extra credit.
he's in a tough spot, right? For me, the way I feel like, and I give Crawford all the credit, but I honestly believe like I think Bob Arum is trash, dog. Like the more I sit back and I think about it, just like nobody's even talking about this fight, which is unfortunate. I just feel like they're not putting him first over there. But I definitely don't think he should sign to PBC. Fuck all that. If anything, I think he should go to Eddie Hearn. That's just my opinion because Eddie Hearn, he'll come out the purse to pay for them fights. Like Bob seemed a little too greedy, and PBC, they don't even care about they don't care about legacy. So they'll probably make him wait, and he'll be fighting like guys that aren't as even better than Best Putin and shit. Be fighting like
Ray Robinson.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then he'll just be sitting there waiting, getting old, and they'll be building the fight up and marinating and shit. You know how they do. So
Bob Arum been janky though, man. That nigga, he fucking lost Muhammad Ali to fucking Don King, and Don King was just starting out. You know what I mean? Like he been janky, dog. For
no, he
real.
has.
I didn't even know that.
I ain't fuck with him boosting up Lomachenko like that when he already had Crawford doing his thing. I ain't like that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when Loma first came to the scene, I was like, nah, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? But you already know what it is, man. When the white
But
boy
the thing
comes,
is, though, and the thing is, we have to be honest about this. Lomachenko is a more popular fighter than Terence Crawford.
Nah.
I'm talking about when he first came to the scene. When he first came to the scene, bro.
Yeah, but still not now.
I mean, honestly, I'd put him probably equal playing, to be honest with you.
No,
I think
bro,
Crawford is.
Man,
Crawford's more
Lomachenko
known.
get the fights.
No.
Well, Lomachenko gets fights because of the fact that he doesn't have promotional issues with his potential rivals necessarily. That as well as the fact that he doesn't like at 135, they don't see him as big of a threat. And actually, to be honest with you, like at 130, Lomachenko avoided a few guys.
Yeah,
Like,
and Burchell.
He avoided a few guys. He avoided Burchell. He avoided Machado. He avoided
Yeah.
Corrales. So,
did he avoid him or did he just move up to try
well,
to
he
challenge
did.
himself?
Well, for Burchell, he definitely avoided Burchell. That's a fact. Burchell was his mandatory.
You think he
Yeah,
would
it
have
was a
beat him, bro?
mandatory. Probably not, in my opinion. I think probably at that time Lomachenko probably would have beat him. But
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if it can't be no duck if we think he'll beat him.
I mean, it could be a
still a
duck
duck.
if a guy's your mandatory and you don't fight him. Because I mean, do you think you could beat him?
I don't know. I
I
just don't see
think he did.
Lomachenko as a fighter who duck nobody, bro.
But my thing with Lomachenko right now, I just think Crawford's bigger. And Crawford's bigger, in my opinion, because he's linked to bigger fights. Like people are.
I mean, if you got if you got a Mando Lumen and the guy is dangerous, and he put a guy that you went the distance with on a stretcher, and then instead of fighting him, you're fighting guy coming up 2 weight classes. To me, that's a duck.
But can we look at this at the same as when Floyd fought Ricky Hatton the first time? And, it went 10 rounds, and Pacquiao fought Ricky Hatton, and it went 2 rounds, bro?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you could talk about that, but at the same time, Floyd wasn't avoiding many.
I'm going to call it a duck, to be honest with you, because of the simple fact that it wasn't mandatory and that he should have just handled that. Because I would have picked him to beat.
Not only that, but every single guy that they've both fought, Burchell's beaten all of them better. All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did Lomachenko fight him first?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a fair one. That's a fair one.
Yeah, different folks, bro.
And then you have to understand this too, bro. Like the styles is like Lomachenko ain't no power.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. 130 at 130, Burchell beating Francisco Vargas is better than any single win that Lomachenko has. Vargas drew with Orlando Salido, who beat Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Burchell also knocked out Miguel Roman, who retired Salido.
Hold on, let me read this in the chat. He said there is no absolutely let up in Joshua in terms of mandatories. Already ordered to fight Pulov and Usyk. Usyk is billed as the dark horse in the division. Things aren't getting any easier. Should he vacate?
Nah,
bro.
No.
AJ.
Nah, man.
Usyk, to me, AJ flatlines Usyk. In my opinion.
Usyk and Pulev are both easy work for AJ.
Yeah,
he shouldn't let neither of them titles go. Because, I'm gonna be honest with you, he could fight one of them and then fight the other one 2 months later, not miss a beat.
Have Usyk ever been knocked down?
He could be the first time. He gonna get knocked out for the first time too.
Ever been knocked down though?
It's heavyweight division,
by Glowacki, but it wasn't really called. He hit the canvas.
Well, I've been wanting to bet you in the amateurs. You can find him getting dropped a few times.
By a Better Beef. Beef dropped him with a body shot.
The dude got amateurs.
But Turby is a motherfucker as an amateur, man. He got a bunch of bodies on his shit.
Yep.
Hey, but I just wanted to come up here and get at my.
Here we go.
Yeah. I was coming after your ass. I clicked on this motherfucker at the right time. I said, "Did unbiased just say what I thought he said?" Nah, look, unbiased, my nigga, for real, bro. I just want to come up here and give him some shit. Cause me and him used to go back and forth about this motherfucker Bob Arum all the time, dog. I'm telling you, man, that motherfucker, dog. Bob Arum's something terrible, boy. He's something terrible, man.
Hey, I'm biased. Jefferson was hanging out in the background till you said that shit.
Yeah, he was. He had to pop in there.
Why people give Bob Arum give him he put on better shows than PBC.
He do. But look, this is what I'm saying on TV, and this is what I was saying. Like me on bias, we used to go back and forth about it. I'm not going against Bob Arum for the fights he gave us and what he put on. But what I'm saying about Bob Arum, bro, he the biggest dirtball snake in the game, bro. And people gotta realize that shit. Like he put on good shows, but he do a whole bunch of other bullshit behind the scenes that stop fights, and people say, "Oh no, well not Bob Arum. He give us fights." No, that motherfucker do a lot of shit that stop these fights, bro.
He does.
But my problem with him is his promotional, way he's promoting. To be honest with you, and as much as what you just said about Bob, I feel like I mean, I can't. I mean, it's between Al Heyman and the fighters on PBC because I can't verbally just blame Al Heyman. It's the fighters because the fighters have the choice over there to fight who they want or whatever. Because I mean, Keith Thurman said they're independent contractors, so they could fight whoever. But I also feel like that's not true because if it were true, then
it probably depends on the fighter. It probably depends on the fighter. Where for some of them they can, and for some of them nah. They just kind of do what they're told.
Right, but they all say, "Oh, I'm loyal to Showtime. I'm loyal to Showtime."
They gotta say that though. They gotta say that because remember, Al Heyman's not supposed to be their fucking promoter. So I just think,
you're right about that. That's a good point.
I just think that's like a little, you know what I mean, like a little decoy.
I mean, I think it speaks volumes back when remember Leo Santa Cruz saying like, "Oh, we need to obey. We need to obey." Al Heyman, like, damn, you need to obey the man. Shit.
But y'all, did y'all see the Crawford interview on Sway channel?
Yeah, I started watching.
Yo, hey, Bud my nigga for that. He my nigga for that. That whole fucking interview. Bud a real ass dude, dog. I ain't even gonna lie, but I'm gonna tell you this. He said he was dropping some shit gems on that, but he said one thing that niggas gotta understand. Like when he was saying about him and Spence, when a fighter want that fight, man, they can keep going back to their manager and their promoter, say, look, no, I don't want that fight. No, I want to talk about this fight. You remember that part of the interview. Bro, that's some real shit, man, because look, at the end of the day, these guys work for the fighters, bro. And if Spence wanted that fight, that's why I call him a duck after that Porter fight, bro. If he wanted that fight, he can make that fight happen. He got enough power to make that fight happen. But the dude just not doing it, bro.
Yeah, but he got AA meetings and he got to get healthy. So
he got some time behind him, yeah. But I mean, before the accident though, bro, because we talked about this show. After the accident, I mean, before the accident, when he did the interview, this was before the accident. He said nothing about Crawford. He bounced all around and said, I got options, I got this. He named all of these names. He didn't say Crawford, bro. And my thing was, you said you was going back to the damn negotiation table after you beat Porter. Now you don't even mention the man. And this was before the accident. Spence ducked that work, bro.
He did. He definitely ducked.
He exposed Spence when he fucking confronted him, dog. When he said that vicious ass line, dog. He said, "You can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing you." Straight up, bro. He exposed it. He been exposed. Bro. Like the fanboys looked at that like, oh man, Spence a businessman. But me, I was looking at that like, this nigga is a fucking duck.
Yep.
Quack quack. Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. Hate to see it, man.
Well, it's two fights. Before I go to sleep, it's two fights. I think it's gonna be hard for us to see. I'm gonna keep talking about the shit. I ain't gonna lie, because everybody talk about it. But AJ and Wilder and Spence and Crawford, man, I don't know if we getting these fights. And then when we do get them, we probably ain't gonna want to see them by the time we get them.
Pass the sell by day.
And the thing with Wilder is he's stupid, dog, because he's just getting older and older. So it's like, what are you doing? What do you like? You want to give AJ the upper hand when you want to fight him?
The longer that fight takes to happen, the worse it's gonna be for Wilder.
Didn't y'all say that he gave AJ like a 24-hour period to sign a contract or some shit?
Man, fuck him. He always trying to make demands. You don't, man, listen. Wilder's a fucking dumbass. You don't make no fucking demands. I swear, bro. I wish I could just like be in the fucking negotiation room and have a voice. I say, you listen here, you stupid black motherfucker. You don't make no demands. You sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, and sign them papers, bro. What the fuck wrong with him?
Hey, D, don't you say that, bro. You know a right hand coming.
Man, fuck all that. That nigga got a right hand, but I got a 4/5. And I guarantee you that motherfucking right hand and beat that 4/5.
You ain't getting into no meeting with a damn 4/5, man. You know they going
Shit,
check.
nigga, that ain't the courts. That ain't the courts. That's a regular meeting. Nah, that bitch packed right in my motherfucking back, nigga. I wish that motherfucker would swing on me. I ain't fight that motherfucker. I'll put some motherfucking hot lead in that nigga.
All I know is Wilder don't really want that fight, but like I said, man, the more he waits, the more detrimental it becomes for him. To be honest, he gonna get knocked out even worse when he's like 40.
Yeah, I mean, as reflex dependent as he is,
yeah,
probably the most reflex dependent fighter in the sport right now.
Motherfucker got no defense. He don't got no defense. He don't duck punches. He just take a step back and shit. So I mean, like, what are you waiting for?
He got no defense. He got no defense. Very little offense. He's getting older. His arm is all fucked up. Like every year, you making it worse and worse for yourself every fucking year, and that's 100% the truth with Deontay Wilder.
I'm telling you, once AJ take away his jab, bro, he's done, bro.
And it's not like, I mean, you gonna fight Fury. Fury probably gonna be peppering him with jabs and shit, and then he's just gonna be getting his ass beat. Fight by. It's not like he doesn't take punishment in each fight. Or
I'll be honest, man. As badly hurt as Wilder was in a couple of those rounds, I wouldn't be surprised if Fury would have stopped his ass.
I'm not ruling that out. I'm not ruling it out.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop talking about Wilder and AJ, bro. For the simple fact, I don't see that nigga getting past Fury, bro. For real.
That's a fact. We should be talking about Fury. Fury versus AJ.
Yeah, Fury's going to be the champ, bro.
That's the biggest fight anyway. If Fury goes in there and beats Wilder, I mean, as far as like the money and because, man, look, AJ and Fury bring people to the table, bro. Wilder ain't really selling nothing, man. He's selling shit. So if Fury go there and take that WBC belt, he the lineal champion. This is a fight for all the marbles, like all the belts, all 5 of them, and the lineal champion.
Fury built his name up. Fury built his name up, bro. He going over to WWE and shit. That's a large fucking fan base, bro.
And Fury's a much better self promoter than Wilder could ever dream of being.
Yeah, Screaming Bomb Squad ain't gonna get it done. That's
Fury one of the best in the game as far as self promotion. He one of the best in the game. Him and Keith Thurman.
Yeah, like Americans didn't even know what the fuck Dawson was. Yeah. he made that shit a common parlance.
I still don't know what Dawson is, but I like it when he said.
Dawson means like I think
a lazy
it means
bum.
Like a drunk. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Wilder probably he was calling him like a racial.
Oh, that's what they was calling Wilder that. Yeah, nigga was drinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Big Dawson.
Drunk ass Wilder.
When he first said that shit, though, I was like, hold up, man.
Hey, real quick, man, while it's on my mind, though, hey, salute to Samuel Shaw in the chat. He emailed me this link, and looks like the fight is already scheduled for spring for AJ. He's going to be defending his title in London against Pulev. So that'll be
yeah, that's good. He'll probably drop the IBO, and it could go to Usyk, and Usyk and Parker will fight each other. Then AJ will fight the winner.
You mean the IBF?
No, it's my bad.
AJ gonna beat
He'll let go to WBO. He'll let go of the
you think
WBO.
he should drop it?
Well, that would make the most sense because Usyk is signed with the zone,
yeah.
and so is Parker, so it could stay right there. While the IBF he defends it and he keeps it because we know he's gonna stretch.
I get what you're saying. Then it just makes if he was to fight the winner of that fight, it makes that win bigger because he'll be fighting a fellow titleist.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
To reunite.
I said he was gonna do that. I put a video saying he was gonna do that.
I never thought about that. Like I don't know if AJ will be willing to do that shit. Just let it go.
I mean, he might not too. He might just be like, nah, I'll keep my straps, and I didn't take any punishment versus Pulev, so let me just fight Usyk next.
Usyk, I'm not trying to be shitting on him, but Usyk be looking kind of broke sometimes, so he might take some step aside.
He might.
I mean, he's looking kind of broke a little bit.
I mean, it's not like Wilder want to unify anyway, so he got a lot of time on his hand, AJ. Well, I mean, we heard Wilder's list of fights that he wanted. He might even he might do a trilogy with Ortiz if he get past Fury. So who knows?
Yeah. He said this shit in his ear. You know.
Yo, if he do a trilogy with Ortiz, this nigga is the worst champion ever.
That's why
Like ever, bro.
Jeez.
So what? He just gonna fight Ortiz every 2 years?
Oh no.
Oh no, man. I didn't want to
Can
see
you
the
imagine
last
that,
fucking
bro?
fight. I didn't
Hey,
even
has
watch it.
anybody in history in the heavyweight division ever beat a nigga 3 times in a row?
Convincingly. Like, you knocked him out twice, nigga. What the fuck?
Like
You
you
the
stretched,
worst
like the
champion.
nigga like stretched the nigga 3 times straight. Like,
Man.
damn, you fought the nigga 3 times and you
You're
knocked
gonna
him
be
out
like
twice.
you're gonna be like it was controversial. I lost all the 7 rounds early. Get him out of here, man.
Well, yeah.
Hey, didn't
Ah,
didn't Ali rematch somebody like 3 times? Not to compare him to Wilder, but
Yeah,
didn't
but
Ali do that?
it wasn't like he won all 3. Like he would lose one, the other
No.
guy win.
I know. I'm like I said, I'm not trying to compare him to Wilder, but when you said that, it just reminded me about
There's a,
Ali. Fought
I know
somebody
there's a few old time fighters where that happened, just because like they were fighting every other week and shit like that. So you know who you gonna fight. So,
yeah, was it Joe
Yeah.
Frazier?
Yeah, he fought Joe Frazier 3 times.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
But
All right.
it was
But they split them
but
though. They
Ali
split
won
those.
2, Frazier won 1.
Yeah,
But
Joe Frazier
if you
beat him.
convincingly beat somebody already twice, why would you fight him a 3rd time? That don't even make
Right.
sense.
Exactly.
right. It's
And plus,
not like you don't.
Ali, you know, in between those fights, he fought George Foreman and Ken Norton. Wilder, you know, he about to fight Fury. And before that, he fought Brazil. So I mean, like this dude, he not trying to fight the other champions.
I mean, it's rare enough you get a rematch after somebody gets knocked out in a fight too. A lot of times that shit don't even happen to begin with.
Ali only rematched when he lost anyway, so I don't know what the fuck Wilder doing.
That's another thing. That's another thing
He
about.
trying to get some wins on his record so he can get closer to 50.
Well, shit. I mean, hey,
these rematches.
Luis Ortiz beat Brian Jennings though.
That's another thing about what AJ just did, bro. Like he got knocked out and immediately rematched. Like I don't understand how these people hating so much, bro. Because a lot of motherfuckers don't even do that. They get knocked out by a dude. They go back to the drawing board, might take a tune up, and then you'll get the rematch like 2 or 3 fights later. This motherfucker said, "Nah, I want that bitch right back in the ring." And then went in there and straight beat him.
Real quick, whatever happened with Klitschko, man? I thought he was supposed to come back, and then would he change his mind or something?
Nah, let's not talk about him because Wilder might try to pull him back from the dead.
Oh, Vladimir, yeah, like he's done that a couple of times where he thought like, oh yeah, I might come back, and then he probably got back in the gym and then felt all that soreness from not training in a while, and he's like,
hey, I'm biased. Don't be shocked if next year, bro. Him and Klitschko, Wilder versus Klitschko. You never know.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if old ass Klitschko would have knocked his ass.
Wilder would run to that fight for Klitschko. He might fight an old dude. You know, he like fighting old dudes.
Wilder be like, see, I told y'all I wasn't afraid. I'm not a baby no more. I'll fight Klitschko now. Like this dude. Wilder.
Klitschko's like 47 years old.
You got to be on a 3-year layoff for him to fucking give you a shot.
It's a fact, though.
Hey, what happened was
nigga Klitschko gonna come in the ring with Depends on and shit, just like on shit himself.
Hey, what's going on with homie that knocked Wilder out in the amateurs?
I don't know.
Say again.
He's professional.
Oh yeah, he just turned pro, didn't
he? Yeah, that don't even. I'll never even count that fight. He got knocked out in the amateurs because this dude ain't had no amateur pedigree, bro. He's like,
that's true. He was an amateur for like a year and a half before he went to the Olympics.
Yeah, he was green as grass, bro.
I heard the nigga is supposed to be doing well and shit. So maybe he can make that fight happen.
Wilder's just not a good boxer, man. That's all we could really chalk it up to. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think if he had years of amateur experience, I just don't think boxing is for, you know. I don't think he just had the boxing IQ, to be honest with you. Some people have it, some people don't.
He started
too late. You're basically saying it wasn't never really in his DNA. The nigga just doing the shit.
Yeah, pretty much. and because Wilder fell in love with his power. So regardless if, you know, he had the amateur more fights, he'd just be and essentially just knocking people out. Like it was not like he would be learning how to box. He'd just be knocking people out. And I think he is what he was meant to be because of that power he has. Honestly.
But unbiased, think about this. So you know that kind of power It's
Hey,
natural. Like
hey, but
everybody
D, hey,
don't.
real quick, D. RTB, you fell asleep?
No, I'm real.
Okay, but your ass fell asleep on live stream. Go ahead, D.
Yevgeny, I just looked him up. Yevgeny Romanov. Yevgeny Romanov is the dude that KO'd Wilder in the amateurs. He's 14-0, 10 knockouts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Slim doing good, man. If he keep up the good work, man, I hope they wreck. I want to see that shit.
Nah,
He's a little guy though. He's only 6 feet. He's 6 foot
Yeah.
heavyweight.
Hey, he knocked his ass out in the amateurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Wilder probably got a lot. I mean, I'll give Wilder a little bit of credit. I mean, he knows how to throw the right hand a little bit better now. But he do be getting his ass beat.
This is what I was gonna say about Wilder.
Do we,
You know how Wilder
do
is.
we?
I mean, I'll give him that. Like he's fine tuning how to sharpshoot with the right hand, but he is getting his ass beat initially before he
like
finds the right hand.
his technique of actually how to actually throw the punches is better.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. I'll give him that. Like he's actually turning it a little bit better.
That's true.
I mean,
niggas
he
still
still
can't
have-
box.
Although sometimes
he
he
can't
hurts
fight.
somebody and he just starts, windmilling at him. So
Man, the Wilder
Hey,
saga is over after Fury get a hold of him. It's over with.
Yeah,
Exactly. I'm with you, D.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
over.
Fury winning, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, so real quick, on bias, what did you think about Crawford's thoughts when they I think Sway was kind of saying something about like the popularity and stuff like that. Somebody said something about personality. And he was like, I do got personality, but I'm not gonna be fake just to get like attention and shit like that. Like,
I'm gonna be
what
honest
was
with
y'all
you.
thoughts on that and what he was saying with that?
I didn't even
Straight
get that.
gems, bro. I was
didn't-
loving that shit.
I didn't even get
Yeah, I
that
mean,
from
he's
an
basically
interview.
kind of letting me know, like, without saying it, like, a lot of niggas is being fake, you know what I mean? And just to get a certain amount of attention and whoopie whoop. And
But
he just like,
what
I'm not
makes
gonna do that.
what makes Spence personality so different than Crawford's? I just don't
He just has
understand, bro.
the man down and the fanboys behind him that like
Nah,
they
I'm,
No,
I
but
mean,
I'm saying like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give Errol some credit. Like, Crawford kind of more have like a dark side, seem like you don't know if that nigga gonna snap or he gonna be real cool. Spence seemed like he just a nice guy outside of boxing, like a real nice guy, and he gonna be more playful and laugh. Crawford probably be playful and laugh, but he'll probably put you in a headlock.
I'll be honest, man. I just think Crawford's a little boring, bro. And that's my guy, right? I couldn't even get through the interview. Like I didn't even watch the whole thing. But respect to Crawford, he just wants to fight. Like just give the guy to fight. But I do believe he's not the A side in that.
Crawford's on that David Robinson.
At the end of the day, ain't that's what it's about? Just wanting to fight, bro. I understand I understand his personality might not be the greatest, but he is one of the best fighters in the world, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But I believe that he's not the A side versus Spence, and he should definitely take
I agree.
40%.
I agree.
And that's the thing. I wish Crawford would. You know what I mean? See, the thing with Crawford, his personality is inside that ring. That nigga.
But it ain't by that much though, where he A side was Spence just A side over him.
He's a mean little fucker. So inside that ring, bro. But on the outside, bro, he ain't got no personality. I wish.
Well, it's not so much that he just don't care to show it because he wants to live his life. Like the dude would much rather go fishing with his family than have cameras all up in his face and acting fake. You know what I'm saying? He's just not a fake.
Do people forget that Crawford is from Omaha, Nebraska, fam? Like,
no. What I'm saying is that he don't have a personality. When we say personality, like we basically talking about like, you know what I mean, get yourself out there. You know what I mean?
Somebody that has bravado.
Yeah,
right,
that's what I'm saying. He don't have that. You know what I mean? He don't try to do that. Maybe that's you know what I mean. Look, that works for him.
He's like, look,
he's
got personality, bro.
He's not an extrovert.
He got personality. He's just not super outgoing like that.
Yeah, he's not an extrovert.
Right, but I also feel like, I mean, like Gervonta Tank Davis, does he have a personality? Yet people think he's a star. The motherfucker is not. Exactly. He doesn't do interviews and shit like that. He can't even like formulate sentences. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? So I think like honestly, I feel like it's the promotion behind him. Like he could be
Yeah,
a
That's part of it.
Yeah,
star.
that's true.
It's not like he doesn't know how to talk. Crawford could articulate and he could break
Right.
down what he's doing in the ring, etc. It's just like he's not getting that push, and plus, like he doesn't he doesn't get into. I don't know how to say it. Like PBC, they could reach a certain like market that
Well, like
is
yeah,
for
like
them.
what at the very least, what PBC does
Why?
well with
Because they like
regards.
to wear choker chains and they like to all go
Yeah,
out and get drunk
exactly.
and
Yeah,
shit.
yep, yeah.
But
Yep.
at the very least, what PBC does well is that like all them dudes under that brand, they like kind of rise together. So like when people like when the Charlos do well, like
That's
like it
true.
reflects good on Tank, and then when Tank does well, it reflects good on Benavidez,
But
and
a
then
lot of
that
them came
reflects
up
good on
together too
Caleb
in the
Plant.
amateurs and all that.
Exactly, exactly. Like with
but
Top Rank, it's like they're all independent. What Crawford
Right.
does has nothing to do with what Lomachenko does, which has nothing to do with what Jose Ramirez does, nothing to do with what
Yeah.
Navarrete
There's no really
does or
no
Tyson
bond or
Fury. None of them
relationship
dudes.
that they had
Right,
with
right.
each
right.
other like that.
See,
Yeah.
that's why I want Crawford to build his name up though, to build up his brand. Now I'm not talking about going out there humping butts with your friends and shit. I'm not talking about that.
Like
I'm not talking
Adrian.
about talking shit. I'm not talking about talking shit on the camera. I'm talking about like going out there and furthering your brand. Get on some shows or whatever.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? Like shit like
right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
That's what it's
PBC
out.
guys, those PBC
That's what
guys are known for the foolish shit that they do, like
Yeah.
going to the clubs,
I
getting
mean, that's the
drunk
thing though.
and
Like
shit,
you don't have to be fake
crashing
when you do that.
cars.
At the very least, put yourself out there though. Do more interviews. Like get yourself
right.
out in public
That's what I'm saying.
spaces where you
Right?
like
Yeah,
you're meeting the people and you're giving out toys for Christmas and all that good shit.
yeah.
But
Spence
he's
playing
not even
Fast and the
doing that.
Furious and shit. So
He's not
Hey Black. Hey Black, thanks for having me on, bro. Peace and respect to all of y'all, man. I'm going to bed, dog.
All right,
yeah,
bro.
peace out, D.
All
Well, he
right.
gonna get fix a peanut butter jelly sandwich first, then he gonna
Black, hey Black, your bluffing ass know you be eating PB and J too, nigga.
Those
Don't go
shits
there.
blazing, dog. Those shits are blazing. Peanut butter and jellies, man. Those hit the spot. That's a fact.
they go fix it for his kids. He be like, man, fuck, I'm about to eat these shit. So he fucked up.
Hey nigga, I be sometimes
But see, this the thing right here, y'all. I know we talking about popularity, but that shit right there is a joke to me, fam. Like at the end of the day, when you one of the top fighters in the division, fam, it shouldn't be about popularity. It should be about you wanting to beat this man who they saying possibly is better than you, fam.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's what it matters to. People that made this boxing shit out of popularity. Now I understand it's an A side and it's a B side. When it comes to Terrence Crawford, it ain't really he ain't really talking about that. He just want to fight. It ain't like this Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder where the A side is like far and
Right.
beyond from the
I don't
other
even
fighter.
believe it's that big of a money fight, to be honest with you. Like I don't think neither guys. We just saw Spence's pay-per-view numbers. It was good, but it ain't like 1.2 million like
if
AJ
Spence and Crawford fight, bro, that motherfucker gonna do almost a meal, bro, a plus.
I don't know if it does that much.
I don't know.
If Earl Spence come back in real form where he look the same as he did.
Man, that alone kind of fucked it up a little bit, man. As far as the magnitude of it.
It did. Because you don't really look at that fight like.
You know where I would agree with you, IOTBA, is if one of them were to get Pacquiao. Is if one of them were to take Pacquiao out. Then I could see it doing those kind of numbers.
But bro, Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. If Mikey Garcia versus Earl Spence can do 300,000+, bro, you got to understand this. It's over millions and millions of Purist fans, bro. I could see 1 million Purist fans looking for that fight with Crawford.
But I mean, here's the thing though, like the people that bought Garcia and Spence, a lot of those are the same people that will have bought Khan and Crawford or Spence and Sean Porter. So I mean, you can't necessarily just double up those numbers or combine them necessarily. A lot of it is going to be the same audience.
So you don't think that pay-per-view, if Spence and Crawford could do at least 600,000, 500,000?
Oh yeah,
I can see that.
Yep.
I can see that. But
yep. I
like
think the
over
max
$1 million,
it'll
like
do.
that's a little bit
But
tough.
Nah,
like,
probably
but
not.
bro, even if they do 500 or 600,000, that's
That's a
good,
lot.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
no,
it's good too.
that's very good. That's very good.
That's why
People
I think they.
forget.
Yeah,
People get all caught up in all these like Mayweather Pacquiao type numbers. Like people forget all the pay-per-views that HBO had like in the mid 2000s and stuff. Like Barrera Morales 2 did like fucking 400,000 and shit like that. Those are good numbers.
yep.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
this the
they
thing
should
right
they
here,
should just
bro.
fight, man.
These
That's my
fighters,
thing.
bro, they ain't even on that level where they could be, acting like the way they acting, bro. Like for them to get on that level, they need to fall. They need to fight each other, bro. Like if Earl Spence, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, but I gotta give credit to Sean. But I'm just saying they need to fight Terrence Crawford, bro. They need to fight him, bro. He is the man who they need to fight. Everybody is saying Terrence Crawford is probably the best in the division. A lot of people are saying that, fam. And to be on top for the public to look at you as that guy. If you go beat Terrence Crawford, if you any one of them welterweights over there, that'll be a good look for you, fam. So I just don't understand how these fighters in the 147-pound division could talk all that talk when they ain't even fighting this guy that could put them where people will look at them different.
Yeah, they
I
probably
want to
think
see.
they're gonna
Yeah.
lose. That's probably what they're thinking.
Cement
I
the
want to
legacy.
see. I want to see Crawford versus Porter though. That's what I want to see.
That'd be
I
a good
want to see
fight.
him versus
That'd be great.
Porter.
Hey, when I had Bomac on my show, that's who they want, fam. That's who they want next. I don't know if y'all
Hey,
listened to that interview. If y'all didn't, go listen to it. He said they want, and I asked Bomac, I say,
I know he said that shit, but man,
but
Porter's a
look, I
bad
asked him.
motherfucker,
But
man.
look, I asked him, is it a competitive thing? Because y'all seen Spence, everybody was giving Spence, being this dominator. I say, is it that y'all want to see Crawford going there and look better against Sean Porter? And he was like, basically, he ran me around the corner, but I cornered him in where he was basically like, yeah, we want to go in there and we want to see Crawford do. And I think that'll be good.
Yeah,
Like
man.
we know Sean Porter don't dug no smoke. He done fought
Hey,
everybody in the division.
hey,
All them top welterweight.
call me crazy, bro. But I do not see Crawford hurting Porter, bro. I think he
I
gonna
Bro,
hit.
do.
call me crazy.
Nah,
I
I
do.
do.
I
The
can
reason
see
why I
that.
I
do is
do.
because Bud's gonna. I think Bud break, and in my opinion, people always call me this crazy, but I watch film and shit. I think Bud breaks down fighters better than Spence because he breaks them. He starts breaking them down from round one, and he places his shots a little bit better. That's
I
just my
mean,
opinion.
also
Bro,
people
Porter's gonna put too much pressure on Slim, bro. You're gonna put
well,
too much pressure on him. But we will have to see. We will have to see, bro. Like we can I just don't think Crawford has that.
There's one
I mean, I
thing,
think he has good power, but I don't
but I
think he
don't
has
think it's
great
about
power
power
to
it's
the
not
though.
just about the
point.
power, it's about
It's
the
not.
timing.
And also the reason why I think he probably breaks him down because the couple shots I was looking for Spence to throw that he didn't throw on like an aggressive short guy coming at you is the uppercut. He didn't throw that shit. And Bud, that's his bread and butter. He gonna be throwing that shit all night.
Man,
Then
one
the
thing I
check
know
right
about
hook.
Bud,
Like
one thing I can say,
yeah.
his footwork is better than Earl Spence. Um, I don't think he'll get froze up when Sean Porter come at him in a bull type way. I think Crawford will sidestep that and show real movement. So, that's why I think it's a fight worth seeing because that'll be a measuring stick for both guys. And we'll
I'm
be
not
able to see the
I mean,
measuring stick
I
of
like
right.
that fight though because the thing, one of the things that Crawford's lacked in recent years is a foil, somebody that could really test him, somebody that really
Right, yeah.
pushes him, that pushes him beyond, so we can really see what he's really, really about.
Yeah,
Because
but,
I mean, it's like
is,
he'll
is he
look
that
good
good?
against all these C level guys, but we want to see him fight
Naoda,
and show that same skill set against somebody that's
but
at least A level.
I understand Naoda, this one thing we got to look at, bro.
Mhm.
Who want to fight him, bro? He got like I said last night.
No,
Guys got to take care of their
I'm not
family.
trying to criticize him with that. I'm saying like from a fan perspective. I'm talking about people like you. Everybody wants to see fighters tested. We all want to see the best fighters fight, push to the limit against somebody, regardless of who it is. I think that's what we're missing with Crawford. Ever since pretty much Gamboa, he hasn't really been pushed to that degree where it's like he's going through
Yeah.
adversity.
He didn't have to be pushed like with Victor Postal. He kind of just like just beat him up and Just one.
Blasted
You
out
know,
in
Horn.
Dongo. You know, it's
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
I agree. I just believe. I don't know if Bud stops Porter, but I do think he probably punishes him for a full
I mean,
12.
I definitely
Or
see him
I
hurting the
don't
shit
see
out of
that.
Porter though. It's not like we
I
haven't
don't
seen
see
Porter
that,
hurt.
bro.
I've
Julio
seen
Diaz,
Porter.
punishing
Julio
Porter,
Diaz
bro.
hurt Porter, and he was a lightweight, and so did
I
I don't
think
see
Adrian
Bud.
Granados.
out of
I don't see
everybody
Bud
Bud's
punishing Porter,
fought,
bro.
out of
I don't
everybody
know about that
Bud's,
lightweight talk. That ain't got nothing to do with welterweight.
but
I think
No, I'm
I
saying
think
yeah,
Porter
but
Julio
drops.
Diaz was a career lightweight, and he hurt Porter. That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
listen, hold on. So was Gamboa. That ain't got nothing to do with 147.
No. But they were at 147 when they fought.
yeah, Porter versus Julio Diaz.
And
But
Julio
we see,
Diaz hurt him.
Yeah, he rocked the shit out of him.
yeah, he did. People thought actually Julio Diaz beat Porter in that fight,
Yeah.
but Porter's been hurt at 147, but he has a good chin in my
Well, he
opinion.
has good recovery and he has good
Yep,
conditioning. So,
That
like,
that
even
nigga's
if
exactly.
a
you're
tank,
hurt,
man.
you can recover fast as shit if your conditioning is on point.
That nigga's a tank.
That motherfucker got buckled by Keith. That nigga recovered quick as shit. I was like, damn.
Yep.
He trying to suplex
Spence
Keith,
too. I
bro.
mean, even against Spence, that shot that dropped him, it's like he was trying to keep his balance. A lot of that was balance as much as anything.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't even go down, bro.
Yeah, not truly.
That nigga's
Yeah,
a tank.
he didn't. He touched gloves, but yeah.
I can see Porter bullying around Terrence Crawford though.
I mean, yeah,
I
I could see that too. I could see that
It's
too.
I,
But
possible.
I
that's
don't
why I
know,
think
I
that's
bro.
why
I
it's a
don't
compelling
know.
fight though, because
Say,
the variables are there.
The thing is
Nah.
though,
Crawford
he
throw some
hasn't
mean
fought
Sorry, I don't
motherfucking
see it.
punches, bro.
Porter hasn't fought anybody with Bud's IQ level. Like
Right.
I only keep saying this because
Hey,
from what I've seen of Bud, the smaller guy coming in,
What up, you
Porter
fucking
definitely gonna eat some uppies. Like that's a
hey,
fact.
but
would
Like I'm
y'all
just
say
that's
that
telling you. Like
Bud? Would y'all
I
say
was
that
You
Bud?
get
I was
Would y'all
shocked
say that Bud?
Spence didn't throw that. Like that was the
but look,
punches I was looking for. Like that's what I was like. Everybody's like, "Oh, Spence has phenomenal ring IQ." So I'm like, all right. Well, we gonna see. He didn't throw the
but look,
he
check
don't, he
look
hook.
don't want to
though.
get countered. He be worried
Would
about
y'all
getting
say
countered
Bud
and
got the
shit.
most
Thank
power
you.
out of all of them welterweights?
No,
But
Nah,
look though.
Thurman.
Look, Sean.
now
The
power,
thing with
just
Sean,
pure power.
right?
I'd say Garcia, to be honest with you,
The
Danny.
thing,
Oh
the thing with
yeah,
Sean.
Danny. Yeah,
Over Bud?
it's
Yeah,
between Danny and Thurman. I think it's between Danny and Thurman. Like the Bud's not
Over
really.
Bud?
Yeah, Bud's not. Bud's more precision. Like
yeah.
he's
He's not
hitting you
really
with
like a.
precision, and because of that, the impact you could say, in my opinion, and plus he's a counter puncher, so the precision and the fact he's
Ain't
countering
them the
you.
worst punches to get caught by
Striker,
umpires?
man.
Counter punches?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I don't know. I just feel like Bud got the most power at 147. I know he done
Hell
Nah,
told him
nah,
up, but
no.
I
nah,
think his
nah.
power
Hell
It's
carried
got to
him.
no.
be.
Nah,
That's
I
just
think
my
it's.
opinion, y'all.
I think it's Danny though. It might be
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Danny and
probably
Thurman.
Danny. Danny got the most crack, man. That nigga can fucking right
I
hand,
don't
left
know,
hand.
bro.
Them
I
shits is
don't.
heavy.
No, y'all got Danny over Keith.
Yeah,
I
I got him
Yeah.
I
located.
don't know about that, Holmes. I don't
Danny,
know.
I mean Keith can crack. Don't get me wrong,
I
but I
mean,
just feel
if
like
to me,
I
if
feel
Keith
like a
had as
flush
much
shot from
practice,
Danny will be worse than a flush shot from Keith,
yeah.
bro.
No, I don't know about that, bro. Keith be throwing some
I'm just
crazy.
saying, dog.
Keith be throwing some crazy fucking killer ass shit, bro.
Right from angles, but just I don't know.
Like
Them no looks,
both of them
man. Them
niggas.
no look shits be
I
kind of
haven't seen
vicious.
Keith just beat the brakes off of somebody the way that Danny did to Adrian Granados.
Danny
And
be
and
sleeping niggas, dog.
and the thing
Them
is,
niggas be
like,
slumped.
nobody ever tries to fight Danny in the pocket because they know he gonna sleep you. That's you don't fight Danny in the pocket. You box Danny. Even Sean Porter said it. I boxed Danny. I chose to box Danny.
Bro,
Keith did too.
That's true.
I
He was
saw
on a
Keith.
bicycle.
I saw Keith glass Danny. The nigga fell. Well, he didn't fall, but the nigga damn near fell over, asleep, and then he got right back up on his feet. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Keith cracked the shit out of him. I ain't see Danny do that to
Right.
him.
Who?
You know
Hold
what I
on.
mean?
No, but
Oh,
that
Porter.
was no. I hear what you're saying, but the mere fact that credit to Keith because his defense was up there in that fight against Danny, and he had to be, good on his defense. But just imagine if Danny was landing more flush shots, you're in a whole different situation. So, but he took Keith's best shit,
Yeah,
and
he
he
wasn't
ate
really
him.
landing his best shit on Keith.
That's my point.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
because
wasn't
Keith
really
took
landing
it
his
hard.
I mean,
best
all you
shit.
gotta do is look at what Josecito Lopez did to Keith. Does he hit harder than Danny?
But
Hey,
look
real
though,
quick,
he
y'all.
No.
took
I ain't
it
trying to
hard.
change
He took
subjects
it
or
hard,
nothing,
bro.
but I ain't trying to change subjects or nothing. But this Crayola goatee ass motherfucking Linda
Oh
Ellaby
shit.
talking about
Yeah.
Joshua boxing is not what fans want to see.
Those guys, man, they just
Right.
hating,
Hook on
bro.
that shit, bro.
They just hating, bro.
I can't
What is
Hey,
stand
wrong with
I
them,
watched
bro?
like
women,
3 minutes
man.
of the shit, and I kept looking at, kept looking down. I'm like, damn, that nigga knows. I gotta get off, man. Click off, man. Fuck this shit. Got time for this
Like,
old parakeet
It's like they
nose ass nigga.
it's like, bro, it's like, oh man. So in boxing, man, you never want to play into what your opponent does good. So we all know Andy Ruiz is a inside fighter, and you get on the like if you fight him there,
Stupid.
you're playing into his hands. So why would AJ do that?
and what I'm saying, he say boxing is not what AJ just got knocked the fuck out, you Crayola goatee motherfucker. Why would he stand in the pocket with this nigga? Stupid.
Yeah, it just
Bro,
don't make
hey,
sense.
Floyd
Right. That was
Mayweather.
what got
So
him.
if that's the case, people didn't want to see Floyd Mayweather box, Dumbo.
hey, bro, I don't even know
Like
why.
he is so stupid.
Hey, I don't even really know why we putting all this energy into them bitch ass niggas. Them niggas ain't nothing but blasphemy, dog. Like for real. The whole
Right.
Mayweather crew, dog, they're blasphemy, bro. Like them
I
niggas are
mean,
fucking.
Jeff Mayweather, I saw an interview with this motherfucker. He said the fight was boring. What about your fucking nephew? I mean, is his fights like fun to watch?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. They blasphemy, bro. I don't even
Right.
know why we
I'm
taking that
biased.
shit serious, bro. That shit is stupid.
I mean, if you wanted to be a real asshole, you could say
I
like,
would have
"Hey,
brought up.
that's right, Jeff. You were real exciting against Oscar De La Hoya when he was beating the shit out of you."
yeah,
Man,
like what the
Jeff
fuck
used
is
to
he
get his
talking
ass
about?
whooped. Jeff used to get his ass
I was
whooped.
like, nigga.
Struck match looking motherfucker.
I was like, what happened to that energy when Andrew Tabiti got stretched?
right, right,
No,
man.
that's facts because that Tabiti fight was garbage. Tabiti was running. Now that was some running
Tabiti
shit right there.
trashed, man.
And then
He
Dortinho
trashed in
finally
general.
caught his ass and put him to sleep.
Tabiti is completely garbage, bro. Ain't that
Nah,
a
'cause I
yogurt
watched
name?
that fight and I was kind of
Ugh.
pissed at myself for wasting like 30 minutes.
One
Ain't
thing
that a
I'm glad
yogurt
about
brand?
Until he
Tabiti.
knocked him out.
One thing I'm glad, one thing I'm glad about Tabiti, I think him being up there with Anthony Joshua, that gave him a lot of wisdom that he could take and use, bro, and possibly be a better fighter.
Yeah.
I bet
I
you.
don't
Hey,
know about.
he
Bet
probably
you went to
dropped
sleep.
Tabiti. He probably dropped Tabiti like 4 times in sparring.
Yeah, that's who they were
Minimum.
talking about when they were reporting AJ been dropping his sparring partners. That they were talking about
Yeah, of
Tabiti.
course, man. Tabiti, bro. Fuck out of here, man.
AJ probably slept his ass a couple times, man.
Hey, when they asked Tabiti about this shit, he didn't say it directly, but he said, I felt his power though. I was like, what the fuck? He must have
Yo,
got dropped
Tabiti be
hard,
that
bro.
dude be looking like a Hall of Famer on the mitts, but then he get in the ring and he get his ass whooped, man. That shit hilarious, man. He
You know
trash.
what it is, I'm biased? It's because all them niggas trying to adopt that shoulder roll shit, man.
Yep, that's not the way to go, man.
That's
Dog,
not
They
the way to go. They not Mayweather. And that's one thing I can't stand about Mayweather promotion. All they fighters you see them, they try to adapt them to that shoulder roll shit. To fight like Floyd, bro. It's only one Floyd, bro. Everybody is different.
Floyd
And when you
fucking up
niggas
his
Well,
trying to
career.
and
adapt
here's
them,
and here's the thing: like utilizing a shoulder roll, you can institute that in an overall game plan and in your overall style, but you're not supposed to just rely on that unto itself and just do that all the fucking time. Like, oh, I'm
Hey,
fighting a guy, I'm 5'8" and I'm fighting a guy that's 6'2". I'm gonna shoulder roll the shit out this motherfucker at long range right
hey,
now.
real quick, y'all remember the first time Andre Berto tried to use that shit against
Against
Guerrero?
That was stupid.
right,
He
Guerrero,
was looking
Bruh,
stupid.
Guerrero had him looking like ET at the end of that fight.
bro, he beat the brakes off.
That
See,
was
I
stupid.
saw the same
Yeah,
about
Beat the
T.
brakes
Fimo,
off
man.
Berto, bro.
against a tall, long southpaw using a shoulder roll. That's real smart.
Yeah, Tiafimo was using Nakatani and he was getting his ass
Yeah, that too.
punched in the
Actually.
face.
Bro,
Burrow
I
used
was
to be
like,
that nigga,
speaking for the
man.
first round, I'm like, damn, wrong idea, buddy. Wrong game plan.
Burrow used to be that nigga too, man. That nigga fell off, bro.
I mean, he was somewhat of a hype job though. To be honest, he kind of was.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
That nigga.
when was he that dude? That was maybe what?
No. I'm talking about back then. I'm talking about back in the day. I'm talking about like
2008, 2009.
2000. Yeah, around there. When he was coming up, that nigga was uppercutting the shit out of niggas.
Yeah, no, he was good and everything, but the thing is, like, once they started stepping him up, it's
I mean, I like the the Victor Ortiz fight, but correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Ortiz like beat him before that? Didn't Ortiz
Oh, the
they
first
did
fight? The first
yeah,
fight,
yeah.
yeah.
This
But Victor Ortiz
nigga
whooped his ass
savage
the
in the
first fight.
chat, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Floyd was boring to watch in some fights, but I'll give him
Yeah.
credit. Some fights he was entertaining.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Mayweather at 147 wasn't really like an offensive like destroyer. So he fought in a manner where he was gonna try to minimize the risk as much as he could.
Hey, Black. Hey, Black.
Right, LeRon. The motherfucker Guerrero beat Berto back into his old style and shit.
Hey, Black. Hey, Black.
Yeah.
You got some serial killers in your chat, dog.
Right. You can see we throw it to a wood chipper.
Yeah,
Like,
his Avi looked like a school shooter. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
right.
Oh my God, bro. These niggas are savage, bro. You probably gonna have to vet a couple of these niggas, man.
Hey, bro. Low key with it. That motherfucker waited until we talked about Mayweather. Then he talking about he turned up on these niggas.
Like,
He
yeah, I
gonna throw
got
his bald-headed ass in the wood chipper, though.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Bring
man.
him up.
This dude hybrid makes a solid point. Like everybody was like, "Oh, he's robotic. He's stiff. He can't move. Nothing. No good footwork. No fluidity." He goes in there and he shows everybody what you guys said he couldn't do, and now all of a sudden he's running, and the fight was boring. Like they got to make up their mind, bro. Like I don't get it.
Bro, they can't. I don't know what's wrong with them.
I just think they're upset that the belts ain't go to PBC because they had a whole. They was about to celebrate. I'm telling you, they was about to celebrate.
They had the whole cake appointment set up and all that shit.
Yeah, they had the videos
Hey,
already
Ruiz,
they had confetti
Hey,
balls.
hey,
That would have been.
Hey,
Hey, listen. I guarantee you, if Ruiz would have won that fight, bro, the rematch, that would have had the moistest after party, bro. That would have been.
Black.
Chokers for
Niggas feed
everybody.
each other cake and shit. Good.
They had the videos pre-made and shit already queued up to go.
Right.
Congratulations, Ruiz. Unification, undisputed. You know what's so funny though?
Choker chain on, no shirt.
Deontay Wilder before the Ruiz AJ rematch was like, "Oh yeah, undisputed all day. We're gonna get that." After AJ wins, he tells us to forget about undisputed. I don't want the fans to get their hopes up.
Forget about it for the near future and all that other.
Like this
That's
dude
what
is
he
a
said.
clown,
exactly.
bro. Yeah,
Exactly
that's what he
because
said.
that peasant. Exactly because that peasant don't want to bow down financially.
And niggas keep defending this whole ass shit. I can't believe it, bro.
Yeah, I can't believe that shit either, bro. Like Wilder, bro. Oh nah, man. The proof is in the fucking pudding, bro. I can't get that. I can't
Get jiggy with that shit, bro. I'm honest, because I mean,
Like I said, hey, look how they talking shit about Ruiz now. Remember, Ruiz was their guy. Now they don't give a fuck about him. Now he was a 5'11" nothing. That's what they saying. That's what they saying. They said the word now is he was nothing now. You know, but I thought AJ was a hoe. I thought AJ was a bitch. I thought Ruiz went in there and did that to him.
Hey, give it a couple more days, and the nigga Paulie Malignaggi gonna do another interview. He gonna roast the shit out of Andy Ruiz. He been holding back.
Malignaggi, bro. Like, I mean, I usually agree with him on some shit, but he was trying to the way he was talking about AJ after the fight. I'm like, Doug, nah, that's not. I don't understand how you could critique AJ then give Wilder credit for fucking Ortiz.
Nothing, dog.
Like, come on, man. Like what?
He's being a
doing
company
something
man.
he already did.
He's being a company man. That's what he's doing.
Right.
And I'm saying, how could you critique AJ like that after he got knocked the fuck out?
Paulie and Wilder are beefing though. They beefing, bro.
Paulie and Wilder.
Paulie don't fuck with Wilder. Wilder definitely don't fuck with Paulie.
It don't matter, nigga.
I know Paulie doesn't really think much of Wilder because he knows that Wilder can't fucking box, and Paulie's entire fucking persona was as being a good boxer and shit.
Because he has no power.
Fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he likes pure boxers because he has no power, so he can't relate to Wilder.
Yeah, he's entirely. But if you ever listen to him talking about guys that are like really physical or guys that have a lot of speed or a lot of power and shit, he hates all them dudes. He loves the guys that are sticking and moving and moving and moving and moving and then moving some more. He all of them.
Right. I mean, that's why I didn't understand his critique.
Hey,
he said, "Oh, AJ was moving a little too much."
Well, I mean, he's moving with the wrong promoter. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Hybrid 95 said Andre Berto had
muscle definition on his head.
Man, didn't help him though.
Yeah.
Eye knots.
Say
Uh,
Malcolm Fred X say Terrence Crawford and them ducking all PBC fighters.
Oh man,
Who?
that dude's a clown.
Malcolm Fred X.
he said, what did he say?
Malcolm Fred X.
Fred
He
X.
say, he
That's
say,
that's gotta be a joke ass name, man. That's gotta be.
What did he
Yeah.
say, bro?
He say, BBB. This is exactly what his video say. BBB hiding behind Aram, ducking all PBC fighters.
BBC hiding behind who? The fuck
You know Bomac. You know Bomac.
I don't understand why. I don't get why Fred rides Al Heyman so heavy when Al Heyman ain't giving him no press pass. Like you ain't coming back to the company.
Nah,
like,
he blaming.
it's okay.
I thought he dissed him. So he back defending him? I thought he dissed
seemed
him.
like it.
He's just trying to blame what's that lady name?
I forget.
Well, that's the thing. Well, here's the thing. He wants the
Kelly
press pass.
Swanson. Kelly
There we
Swanson.
go. There we go. Kelly
Yeah.
Swanson. See, that's why he's blaming her. He's not blaming Al because secretly he really wants that press shit back. So he's not gonna say a bad word about Al.
This
Well, he
motherfucker
did.
was like, I can't understand why this white woman has so much power over me, Al. Straight guy.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Probably because you worked your way.
Oh shit.
Remember, this nigga was the same nigga. Just like we took down Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum, we could do the same thing to you.
Hey,
Yeah,
Trav,
Wait,
yeah.
hold up. Took who down? These motherfuckers are still promoting fights. What
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
like,
talking
who
about?
would you take down?
That nigga on some
Taking down.
that nigga on some pro black fuck everybody else type shit. I don't fuck with that nigga.
But his wife is Asian.
Right.
His kid's name is Kenneth.
Exactly, bro.
His
That's how
name
that shit
Kenneth.
go.
And
That's
Damn,
how
bro,
that
he couldn't even give his kid a name like a Bruce something or other. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
man.
Like,
The fuck? You pro black,
Bro,
you got an Asian wife. Like, what's going on, fam?
no, that's how that shit go, bro. A lot of them niggas, bro,
That
they be
shit
talking
crazy.
that pro black shit, bro. But the whole
hypocritical as
time
fuck.
they got a bitch of a different race, bro.
It's just a hustle.
Man, come on, man. You already know.
Hey,
Like,
Jaguar Black made a good point.
like I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah.
What part? That shit was a classic.
What was it?
Jaguar
What
Black
was
says,
Jaguar say?
he said Ruiz embarrassed himself, disappointed his fans. He says even if you're not a fan of his, it pisses you off to see him throw away the fight. And I can see why. I didn't know Wilder was mad. He said I can see why Wilder was mad.
I mean, shit. I like Ruiz. I mean, Bias could tell you that, but
Yep.
just the way that he came into it and all that shit, like that shows like no effort involved. This is the biggest moment in your life. Some people were killed for this level of opportunity, and you put on that kind of a fucking performance. Fuck out of
Listen,
here, man.
I mean, I think he got a food addiction. I'm gonna keep it real. He might have a food
He probably
addiction.
does. He probably
You ever
does.
seen one of them what's that show called? I forget, but where they got those people with the weird addictions.
Oh, My Strange.
Yeah,
I
this
think it's
dude,
called My Strange Addiction. To be honest with you, something like that.
he addicted to food, bro. He can't help it. I mean, that's the only
Oh
thing I
yeah,
can
you get like
rationalize.
people that are like addicted to licking band-aids and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a few niggas out there though who, well, like after they saw Andy get on that damn scale, they was like, "Oh, okay, Andy, yeah, he gained that weight, he gonna be doing good."
Yeah.
And
Now when I seen him on that scale, I was like,
that's
"Oh
when
fuck."
they fucking yeah. Then after the fight, that's when they fucking hopped on another damn bandwagon and shit. Fucking
Yeah, that motherfucker. What's his name? The BFTB dude. He was up here. He made a whole entire video talking about how Andy Ruiz putting on weight is the best thing that he could have done because he has a game plan and AJ has no footwork. See, these dudes, bro, they don't even know like they about to contradict themselves and look stupid.
What the fuck does BFTB even stand for, man? Bandit for the booty?
Probably. Weird motherfucker, bro.
Hey, you know what's crazy, bro? I ain't gonna even say that. Let me be quiet because I want y'all to go look at my Instagram. My Instagram been up for like 3 or 4 years, and I want the best fighting the best. So I'm just saying. I don't know.
That's what it should be.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what his name stands for.
With the avatar, shut up.
That's what his name stands for, bro. I think this nigga like my son for real.
Oh, that's what his name sounds. Man.
Yeah, because if you go look at my Instagram, bro, on my profile, it say I want the best fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just saying.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
What up, Black?
Oh man, chilling, bro. What's happening with you?
East Coast in this bitch.
Hawker gang sound. He look. I mean, that shit sound kind of little racist right there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, that
What?
trust me. That's light work for Haka Mustang. I know that dude.
I missed it.
Yeah, but I mean, look, Ruiz, he ate himself off of 4 titles, and is what it is, man. Sometimes I guess food is more important.
Yeah.
That boy Ruiz, he embarrassed himself, man.
Yep.
Of course.
Making those
He too damn fat.
making those comments talking about, oh, I should have listened to my dad. I should have listened to my trainer. I shouldn't be in partying. Like, why are you saying that, bro?
That's what fat niggas do, bro. That's what fat niggas do.
Yeah, but
Embarrassing, bro.
like
You
that's
should get that out
embarrassing.
yourself, man.
You're not a professional, man. That's embarrassing to boxing. You're an embarrassment, bro.
Should have fucking trained harder. I ate too much fucking quesadillas. Like, damn.
He had a chicken salad, and then for dessert he had 10 Snickers bars.
Man,
Goddamn.
even leading up to this shit, he was just everything Andy was doing was all signs of what was
Yeah.
to come, man.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Eating sushi off of naked bitches and
Yeah.
seeing partying with Jake Paul and his brother and shit, with a joint in your hand. Like, bro,
What the
everything
fuck is he
leading up.
doing? Hang around them dudes anyway? Doesn't he got a family, wife and kids and shit, man?
Yeah, but I'm just saying all of it, man. And when we made videos on it and said shit, people were like, "Oh, you don't know about how he's gonna train. That the fights he has months to train." All right, man. And this dude overeats, coming heavy as fuck.
That's why everybody.
That's why he ain't even trained. He wasn't even trained. What are you talking about?
That's why everybody can't handle the fucking fame, bro. Some niggas, when they get the fucking fame and shit, that shit just fucking misses them, bro. They just can't handle it, bro.
That's
Especially
what
fat
Robert
people,
Garcia
bro.
was
You know,
saying in his
Go for it.
interview. He was trying to use all of that, saying, "Yeah, you know, I don't know how you grew up and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, but you know, when you get a lot of money, it can kind of, you know, do things, it can change you and all that." So,
especially
man.
fat people, bro, because those motherfuckers probably ordering 4 large pizzas and shit a day. You don't know how to handle it. So just sitting at home, just eating pizzas and shit.
Yeah, like he didn't know how to handle it, bro. Like, how the fuck, how the fuck you become the first Mexican heavyweight and shit? How the fuck you become the first Mexican heavyweight, bro? You got that title, bro. All the Mexicans looking up to you and shit, and your ass still want to eat and shit, eating buffalo wings and shit like it's like everything's gravy.
Grubhub and
What type of shit is
the
that,
Cheesecake
bro?
Factory.
That
He
motherfucker
didn't
asked
know.
for a rematch.
The giveaway
Asked for
was
a
the tank
rematch.
top. The giveaway was the tank top.
Yeah, he had a nerve to ask. Dude asked for a rematch after. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, why he said that about rematch? Like he deserves one. You know, after
Not with that effort. Not with that
It's just
effort.
like telling former crackhead, don't smoke no crack, and they smoke the crack, and he's like, please just give me another opportunity. Like, nah, motherfucker, you're just gonna get high again.
It's like that whole thing. Like people talking about like, oh, it was a boring fight. Whatever. Ruiz is the one that made it boring, motherfucker. He's the one that didn't come in competitive shape.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Once you seen that pretty much everything is out the window with the bullshit.
It's crazy when you take a nigga's soul, bro. You take the nigga's belts and his whole, like, his accomplishments, all that shit away from him. And he come back and box the whiskers off your ass while your ass sitting there looking fat, like a little fat ass bitch. What type of shit is that, man?
Bro.
I wish he would have planted the. I mean, it would have been better if he would have planted the nigga, but whatever. He got the victory. But as fat as he was, if he would have got planted on that canvas, bro, yeah, man, that would have been.
Yeah, Ruiz has a solid.
I'd been like, fuck these live streams. I'm about to put out some edits, some clips.
I'll give him
AJ, after the fight, AJ went to his fucking hotel room, bro. This nigga had 3 Arabian creamy ass bitches. You wanna know what Andy Ruiz had? This nigga had some motherfucking Doritos.
Creamsicles?
Fucking bed.
This nigga said Doritos.
No bitches.
Doritos.
Tacos.
No bitches.
Twinkies and shit.
Bro, we should have known something was
He
fucking
had cereal
weird.
boxes and milk up there and shit.
Man, correct me if I'm wrong, man. Have you guys ever seen a weigh-in with somebody wearing jeans, a tank top, and a sombrero?
Right.
Like we should have all knew something was fucked up there. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen some
Yeah,
shit like that. How the fuck?
I knew.
Like,
I immediately went put out a video. I was like, nigga, we going live off this shit.
I've never seen some shit like that.
You ain't going to offend nobody. Take
He
your
was
shit
like,
off.
he was like trying to hide the fat while he was on the scale.
Right.
Like, motherfucker, we know what the
And I
number
was
is.
like, kind of low
That,
key in denial about the shit too. I was like, this can't really be happening, is it? That he was really 283. Then nigga
yeah,
Eddie
I
Hearn, the
said,
way Eddie Hearn looked at the motherfucker, I was like, God damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
283. I said, hell no.
And niggas was
Yeah.
like, man, he's fat, but shit, his fucking workout, man, he was throwing them hands. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, 283 let everybody know that the motherfucker didn't even train. He just ate and did mitts. That was it.
Yeah.
Yo, what
Yeah.
about what about those pictures they had him looking slim? That was some Photoshop shit they
Man,
were
I'm
doing
just
over there.
Yeah,
barely
man. They
Photoshop.
took him to the motherfucking app and cropped him. Whatever they do.
That was probably his daddy and shit
IG that
like
shit.
30 years ago.
It was stupid, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So
Had him all
it's
wearing all black.
embarrassing,
Yeah.
man.
And motherfuckers was making videos saying that Andy Ruiz played all the AJ fans in the AJ's camp with those photoshopped videos. And then he comes in super fat and gets his ass outboxed. Like these dudes put out so many fake narratives that all of their narratives get canceled the next day. That shit just hilarious.
He played himself, man. He didn't do nothing.
Hmm.
Dog, people still ain't gonna give AJ his fucking respect, bro. That shit is sad, man. Fucking bitch ass niggas. Like, come on, man.
They told him about he's running and all that crazy shit.
Yeah, hypocrites, bro. Like, that's
So
what
he running like a bitch, like he was hugging and running. Like what the fuck?
that nigga was
That's
letting his, that nigga was dinging Andy up, bro.
Yeah.
Andy fat ass just sitting like, oh, getting hit up. I'm too fat.
Come through the center of the ring, man. Like
Yeah,
fuck
he
out of
was
here.
right. Nobody care about that shit, man.
Yeah,
Like,
he was
Yeah, like
patting his gloves
begging
together.
the nigga to make please make it easy for me. Just
Yeah,
stop
like
moving.
come on, what type of shit is that?
come on,
Nah, eat this jab,
come on.
motherfucker.
Let's fight Mexican style. Like that's a fucking style. Like
hey,
that
AJ
that
said,
shit exists.
He didn't
The
want me
dumbest
to
shit.
he didn't want to stand there and get hit.
Right.
AJ said they can fuck you. AJ said fuck
What
you
do
and
you,
your Mexican style. I'm a
Yeah,
fucking nigga.
eat this jab.
yo, isn't that the dumbest shit they ever said? The Mexican style? Isn't that like
Yeah,
the dumbest shit you ever?
I don't know what that means exactly, but because
That shit got nothing to do with boxing, man. That shit
Swing for
crazy.
the fences and whoever outlast the other guy wins and shit.
let's play punch for punch. Like what the fuck?
Right.
I ain't, like what type of dumb shit is that? That's not boxing. You know what I'm saying?
You, you
I,
know
I,
you know a lot you know a lot of Mexicans don't like Canelo, man, because he knows how to box. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Right.
well, I mean, there's a lot of Mexicans in the past that know how to box too. Like, so I don't know if they. I feel like they hate Canelo because he's pale.
Like honestly,
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's that race. Yeah.
honestly, that Mexican
Canelo
style
white,
shit is
bro.
like that shit is like that shit is real rap, like a backhanded compliment. Because if you want to be
It is.
completely honest, like basically what you're doing is you're saying that like you're incapable of cutting off the ring, which is pretty stupid because of the fact that most of the great Mexican fighters were
Can cut off the
fantastic.
ring.
Yeah, when you look at Olivares and Salvador Sanchez and Chavez and all them dudes, they could fucking cut anybody off, no matter how fast you fucking were.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
but
shout out to the UGC, man. I'm about to get off this bitch and go to
I
sleep
was
and
thinking the
shit.
same
Yeah,
shit.
me too, bro. It's like 1:30. I'm about to get off.
Yeah,
Shout out
so
to you, Black, for having me on, man. And today was hectic. Had a fire live stream early. It got hectic. People got bodied. Don't know how to take L's. And
yeah,
man, it was
yeah.
live though.
Hey, that was a
yeah,
good
but
job, though, Unbiased. That's what I wanted. I wanted y'all two to
Who'd
get the
you body
debate on.
back on bias? Who'd you body back? I missed
I
it.
bodied Made Man. I mean, look, I was trying to body him myself, but John Dealey kind of stole the body from me. And I was like, damn, I had all the points right there, but John came in, he just pretty much bodied him. I pretty much did it, but he didn't want to listen to me. I felt like he didn't want to hear what I had to say because it wasn't coming out of like, I didn't have the accent for him to be able to listen to me enough. He had to hear it from like a UK guy or some shit like that. So
Yeah,
Once
Some
John
fire.
started saying it to him, then he reiterated and asked us if not taking an offer for a fight is to be considered a duck. Well, of course that is a duck. So yeah, I mean, he pretty much got bodied. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Bye. Sorry
Yeah.
about the TV this afternoon.
What happened?
Yeah, sorry about that TV this afternoon when I tried to jump in.
Oh no, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Hey man, y'all have a good night, man. Y'all be safe out there, man.
All right, Rocket. Thank you, bro, for coming on. Salute.
Take
All
care.
right. Black, tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.
Yes, sir. Oh, y'all, man. Y'all have a great night. Everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody catching the playback, man. UDC. We out.